In this video, following from the last one, we're going to actually open a few charts and see how some of these collections did when it came to trending. So, for example, we've got this one here, which is on ETH, but we're going to focus on the Solana ones. So this one we've seen. So basically what they're noting here is anything that's gone up and the percentage increase and stuff like that. We don't want to see that. We want to see what's been added. So this, when we click on Sol Trending, that's the full list. We don't want that either. We want something that's joining. So you can see these that say now on ETH Trending and now on Sol Trending. That's what we actually want. So we'll scroll all the way down, and what we'll do is we'll look for any new Sol Trending one here. So we're just going to quickly go up, just see if we can find one on here. So Crying Cat is now on Sol Trending. So here's one, and it's the same with this particular group. You've got the links here at the bottom. You've got Dex Screener and stuff like that. So we can just literally click. Sorry, this one's Dex Tool. So we want to click on Dex Screener. I usually prefer that. So let's click on that, open it, and have a look at the chart. And the time of this is my time 7:40 in the morning. So let's have a look. So as I say, my time 7:40. Let's get on to a 1 minute. I don't know how old this collection is, so you always want to zoom all the way out. Let's click on market cap. So first off, you can see that this is a very small market cap one. So you want to be careful with these. These are not ones that have done very well already. So it's done pretty poor. So this is a launch one, because this one is not far after launch, which is sometimes a good thing because that's where we get the wave one pumps. So it's still technically in wave one. Have a quick look at the meme. Don't take very long. And this is the whole website. So literally it's a little bit funny, but it's not really. And it's just another cat meme. So it's never one that's destined for millions in market cap, more than likely. But again, we don't need to come up with those kind of theories and strategies anyway. It's just for you to get a quick flavor, quick idea. So that's it. So that's the collection. And we can see it ran to, well, it's still running at the moment. And we're on a 1 minute chart, and we noted the time earlier that this was actually showing. So just to remind you, the time here was 7:40. So let's just get back on the other chart. So 7:40 was around here, and I'll mark it with a horizontal line as well, so it's just easier. So we're talking 7:40, so exactly here. So that's exactly where it was. Now notice what I'm saying. The volume was low at the beginning. We actually dipped down first because it takes a while for it to register, and then just look for a setup. And the setup here is we've seen volume. Look, you can see clearly. You don't need me to even show you. Look, where's that volume suddenly come from? The collection was going okay. It was getting a little bit of interest and stuff like that. And then suddenly we had big volume come in. Where did that come from? Very likely it was from that big group that had, well, obviously this collection had actually paid to be on there for trending. And here, the setup is very easy. You can either ape in if you want to after a few minutes, because this one I don't mind. The launch one is with the dead coins I don't like. So this is a number one strategy. I don't mind this one. Wait for stairs. So if you want to, you can wait for it to go up and pull back first and then get in. And then if it's struggling, then you just sell here. No big deal. And then if you can get a run, you just take profits along the way. And it's still doing all right. But notice the volume's going up, not down. So that's also a good sign. So if it's just selling volume like we're seeing here, then it's going to struggle. But the volume's actually okay. So this potentially, if we get a bit more buying, a bit more interest in it, this could absolutely push through 100. So I would still leave, if you had already sold here along the way, I'd still leave a little bit back. I mean, we haven't even hit 100 yet. And people are panic selling because I think it's just a lot of profit taken, which is understandable. But if the volume stays high, we check the last 5 minute volume, it's really good, 60, 70,000. Then we're good to go. So I've shown you one here on that particular group. Let me just quickly show you on the other group as well. So let's click on Sol Trending, click on this button, go to DBuyBot, and let's see what's joined here. And look, this one's just entered like right now as we speak. So let's click on the chart and see this in real time, see what's going on with this one. So again, where is it? Is it one that was struggling, new launch? It looks like brand new launch. So that's good. So it just started. We need to check liquidity here as well. Let's get onto 1 second. You can see it's still dipping at the moment. It's not doing well at all. This one will need more research, because this is one that, yeah, it's in phase one technically, but it hasn't done well. It went to 50,000, not sure why. Maybe it was a big one with the existing community, so we need to have a little look. So we know how to do that. We can go on to Bird Eye, copy the address, check on Sol Scanner, do our usual stuff. In fact, if I'm trading this, I might just check very quickly and just pause the video for a second. So I had a quick look. Mint authority disabled, which is good. LP status is fine, 100% burn. It has got some high holders, so we have to be careful with that. Always, because at some point those holders will be selling, very likely kind of team and stuff like that, or somebody just bought early on. The price is kind of stable sideways, but it's not the usual stairs we're seeing going up. So if it's just been added. So if we get a breakout of this kind of almost could call it consolidation, then we can keep an eye. But also the volume as well. We just don't want it dropping all the way down. If we get a little breakout, so that's how I trade this. So assume this is all one area that we can just ignore. Only when we get out of here and then get a pullback, it's on the pullback we will trade. And if that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. And then we just walk away. But this is not a great setup at all. It could still pump, absolutely. That's not the point. The point is if it's a predictable setup, the ones literally I've been showing you throughout these tutorials and training program. So that's how we do it. So that was for this particular collection. We could just go back one or two as well. So let me just see. Go back to the previous one because this one's just launched. Let me do one that's a little bit older. This one, again, it could be a rubbish one to be honest with you. But let's have a look and see. Because we don't know. So, Shib with sword, and they've only got a Telegram link. So again, like I said, the collection is just really poor. It's not going to do much. This one may have had it was another launch one actually, but it struggled. So where did it get to in market cap? Yeah, these are very, very low market cap. So unless it's launch, we want it to be much higher market cap, and we definitely don't want it to be a downtrend. But even then, it may have still helped this pump slightly with that sort of trending and get it to this level, because it does not look like a good collection at all, to be honest with you. Just have a quick look again, see if we can find any other. Let's click on one of the older ones, maybe one of the ones that ran a bit. It's so peppy and so many Pepe derivatives, unfortunately. But yeah, that's meme coins for you. What's this Dogecoin? Yeah, let's try this one. This entered at 5 a.m. Dogecoin. So again, these are derivative ones that people launch every day called Dogecoin and stuff like that. But doesn't mean you can't make money on them and they don't run. So 5 a.m. literally, was that time of launch. So somebody literally timed their launch with paying for this marketing, and that helped with the little pump. It definitely helped with the little pump, but it didn't last long. So you see, we did get a good pump at the beginning, but it's so short-lived. But basically, yeah, this was a launch one. So if you go back on a 1 second chart, all the way up to here. So what you could have done here is wait for the dip and then wait for a stair setup with a higher low, and then got in here at 100. And then, yeah, maybe 200. But again, this was not a great one. I mean, a chart like this, which spikes up and then mass selling at the beginning, is not always great. But notice as well, I think it was 5 a.m. So it actually, you would have got the signal too late there and it would have already been a high. So in this particular collection, it didn't help or work anyway. But again, this is why I'm telling you, just research the narrative. There's a Dogecoin launch every single day. You know these are not going to do well. This is not any kind of new innovative meme coin. This is just rubbish that people launch all the time. Just themselves as creators for quick flips, unfortunately. But there are other possibilities here as well. I mean, did it enter again in trending, and could it go up in terms of a bounce? That's easy to check because we could just search for Dogecoin. Now we might find older Dogecoins. You have to be careful. But this one, you see this one the day before, that's an older one. That's an older one there. So it's literally the same one. It might even be just the same person just launching Dogecoin again and again. I mean, this was an older one that launched several days ago. Let's click on the chart. Also called Dogecoin. Slightly different picture. Website probably slightly different. Barely. And how did this one do? Let me just get onto an hour chart here. Market cap. So this one was a few days ago. So these are the ones you have to be careful about. Massive waste of time here. And again, too low market cap. So what I'm really looking for are the ones that, like I said, went up a lot in market cap, over 500 and pull back. Those are some of the nicest ones because those are a wave 2 setup where you can actually trade with bigger size as well. So you can take a bigger size position if you see the right setup, volume coming in, trend breakout. Not seen any, but this is obviously for you to research and have a look through, go through some of the older ones, and you might see these setups. So even from today, let me just go up a little bit more. and see if I can recognize any names that might be big. I think Sora was one of the big ones. Sora is here entered for, I mean, there's so many collections called Sora now as well, so it might also not be the right one. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's got good market cap. So when did this one launch? This is a 1 hour time frame, so 1 minute. So this one, yeah, this one, wow, this one really rallied hard. And again, it's based on the narrative. Sora is a release from AI. It's basically a new type of ChatGPT for videos, basically. You put in a prompt and it makes a video. So it's trending a lot. But again, look at the time, though. The time is the issue here. Was it a late signal or early? It just entered. And just be careful as well. This same collection could have paid for the marketing before and then paid for it again and again as well. So that happens too. But look, 439, nearly 500 views on that. So 439 we're looking at. So let's just find the Sora one there. 439 is, wow, yeah, straight after launch. This is literally infinite money glitch here. So this is a launch, a decent collection. So they combine Sora with a narrative here. That's cool, little enter button and stuff. And fusion of two technologies. So they've got Solana's blockchain combined with OpenAI Sora. They've made some sort of effort with their website and some information here about roadmap and stuff. Yeah, they've actually tried. This is a collection that can do a few 100,000 in market cap for sure. So that's good. And where was it? Right here, I think 439. So notice the volume was slow at the beginning, market cap extremely low, as you'd expect any new launch. We would do our normal checks, make sure everything's good in terms of the contract and stuff, even though it's on one of these trending pages. 439 is here, literally right there. So let me draw a horizontal line to show you. 439 right here. So we got that pullback. So you could either have aped in, and when I see something already at 40,000, I probably would just ape in early, or because it's probably not going to pull back from there. The price is not very low. Once you get over 50, you already know it's a okay collection. Once over 100, yeah, it's half decent. And the ones over 500, they're a lot better, obviously. So we go up and then we get a pullback to 80. You're not going to get your entries perfect, but anywhere down here, if you had bought, you had some really nice runs. Run up to 400 psychological level. You would have taken some profits before, pull back to 200. Could have even added more to the position there if you wanted to. And then it kept pumping all the way up to 800. And now it's still pumping. And it's probably going to be a lot of selling now, a lot of profit taking, especially around the million mark. And they, like I said, they may have re-entered Soul Trending. So I think you can stay there for, usually it's a few hours, and then you have to go off, and then you have to pay again for marketing and stuff. But this is brilliant. The people who got in here at 30, 40, 50 market cap, 10x, really nice. And look how the volume has been steadily actually increasing, not decreasing. So yeah, really, really good strategy to keep an eye on. But like I said, I'll remind you again, don't just randomly see something on the trending and then just buy. Check what phase it's in. See if the collection actually makes sense. Because all this is telling you is there's more eyes. That's all it's giving you. Now, if it's a good collection where you're seeing some pump and you want eyes on it, then that's a good sign. So that's when you want to consider taking a position and just test it. Start small first, see how it goes. Thanks for listening.